Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. With immense pleasure, I welcome chiefs from DNV, senior officials, and the entire the ceremony. To formally begin the event, I request everyone to please stand for the prayer. I invite Mrs. Induja for the prayer song.
कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करा प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाढ्यापहा हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिकां विदधती पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरी विदधती आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी.
May I invite Sri Madhu S. Nair, Chairman and Managing Director, for the welcome speech.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister of State for Port, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Shripad Naik, who is joining us online and has consented to do the honors of the steel cutting for the two CSOV vessels. I welcome the Honorable Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Shripad Naik ji, to our midst from his remote location, and I request all of you to welcome him with a round of applause. Respected Mr. Andre, Mrs. Andre, Mr. Pavel, Sri Pradeep Ranjan and team from Pelagic Partners, Mr. Jan Larche and Thomas from Arctic, Per Stale and Per Christian Biodal from Kongsberg, Harsh Puri, my friend from Kongsberg, representatives from DNV, my fellow directors on the board of CSL, CGMs, GMs, senior officials, the entire fraternity and family of Cochin Shipyard Limited, the entire officers, supervisors and workers, representatives and leaders of the various trade unions and associations of Cochin Shipyard Limited, friends from the media fraternity, both print and digital. A very warm welcome to all of you. I consider it a good fortune of CSL that we are having the Honorable Minister of State for Port, Shipping and Waterways, Sri Shripad Naik ji, who amidst his very busy schedule has consented to be with us for this very momentous occasion. I take this opportunity to convey to the Honorable Minister that this is not just the start of construction for two vessels of Cochin Shipyard Limited, but this probably could be also the start of some very significant shipbuilding process for India as a whole. The government of India has tried to support shipbuilding and shipping in various forms. I'm not getting into the details, but from a larger perspective, India as a very responsible citizen in the Committee of Nations, are committed to stand by in the emerging decarbonization and global sustainability discourse. Today, India is leading in various spaces, and our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has led from the front in the One World, One Earth, One Sun movement. We are promoting the International Solar Alliance. We are fronting the International Solar Alliance. And under this ambience, into the maritime space, working along with IMO, various other countries, various other nations, we are extremely happy to be part of this rapid global green shipping movement. And at this stage, we are extremely happy that we have our good friends from Pelagic Partners who are our first clients to actually place orders for vessels which will ultimately operate in the renewable energy, the wind services sector. And the world is expected to change drastically, and by 2050, 10% of our entire energy would be from wind sources. You may also be aware that India is also strongly positioning itself into the wind services and the wind energy market. India is not in the tropics, so we do not have the best wind strata to tap into, but both on the east coast and in our area near the Kutch area in Gujarat, we do have significant mapping of wind, and the initial set of tenders are coming out. So I wish people like Pelagic Partners, when they have the wind support vessels, you would also look at India as a potential deployment area. For Cochin Shipyard, having delivered 47 vessels as of now, largely into Europe, we have built a relationship of trust. We have made sure that shipbuilding, we are all aware, projects will come, projects will have problems, and problems are to be handled not just contractually, but from a large point of view of technical involvement, friendliness, and trust. We assure the owners for whom 2 vessels, the steel cutting is happening today, large projects for Cochin Shipyard, overall value of about 1,000 crores on behalf of Cochin Shipyard Limited. And I should actually stick my neck out and say, on behalf of India, I'm actually making this assurance that we will deliver good vessels to you on good time. Because for us, while it's very important for Cochin Shipyard as a business to promote this particular space, but for me, it's also very important that we actually take the direction given by our Honorable Prime Minister, which is Make in India. This was our original thoughts, and then Make in India, make for the world. Because this is a large country. This is a country which has got demographics on our side. This is a country which has got deep-rooted engineering. We have got youngsters, and we think as we move forward, we will be, India today is very strongly involved with the global economy. As we move forward, I'm happy to note that we are already the 4th largest economy in the world. Within the next few months to about a year, we'll cross, and we will most probably become the 3rd largest economy in the world. We will grow past $5 trillion GDP, and country would be a $10 trillion economy. The maritime space is very important. Cochin Shipyard, as a responsible of the Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways, a leading shipyard in India, who have carved out our space based on trust, relationships. We do not run into issues or problems with our clients. We work along with our clients. I think it's very important that I set the tone very clearly for all of our people here, all of our stakeholders. Let there be no doubt in anybody's mind that these vessels we are building is just a start. Just like these 2, the plate cutting we are doing today is a start in life. For us, this particular event today in the presence of the august presence of the Honorable Minister, I would say that this is the start for India into a long tradition of green vessels. We are sure, we know that Europe needs a lot of vessels, and Europe is looking at the transition. And for Europe, options other than a country neighboring us, probably we would like to position ourselves as one of the best options for Europe in the entire green vessel space. With this, once again, let me welcome the entire people who have gathered here. Thanks again for the clients who have traveled all over from Norway, from Germany, from Europe, and the entire stakeholders who have come here. I, on behalf of the entire CSL family, right from the lowermost worker to the CMD, let me wish you good luck. These two vessels, let them bring you prosperity and good business as you move forward. For us, we will work together, we will work friendly, and we will deliver good ships. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll have a video on Cochin Shipyard and the CSOV project.
Cochin Shipyard Limited, incorporated in the year 1972 as a fully owned Government of India company, has emerged as a forerunner in the Indian shipbuilding and ship repair industry in the last 5 decades. CSL, country's first greenfield shipyard, is a mini Ratna, public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Shipping, Ports and Waterways, Government of India. CSL is presently the most modern shipbuilding and repair yard in India and has an enviable reputation for building and repairing high-quality ships. The feather in the cap is the commissioning of India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, which was dedicated to the nation by the Honorable Prime Minister of India on September 2nd, 2022.
यदि लक्ष्य दुरंत है, यात्राएं दिगंत है, समंदर और चुनौतियां अनंत है, तो भारत का उत्तर है विक्रांत।
CSL's ship repair services started in the year 1982 and has undertaken upgrades and repairs for a variety of ships including In the recent year, CSL has extended its operations pan-India. Renewable power generation is essential for the country to reach the declared by United Nations COP targets. The great strides made by India in solar and wind energy renewable power generation is commendable. The world is now tapping the offshore wind energy by developing large wind farms in coastal and deep ocean waters with an estimated target of about 10% of the total energy mix to be achieved from offshore wind farms by the year 2050. With the wind power generation from land now getting saturated, India is also actively pursuing the offshore wind farm development. To support such offshore wind farm installations, various types of vessels are required.
One sun, one world, one grid. It is very clear that globally there will be significant transition where the share of fossil fuel in the energy basket will be significantly lower than at present.
CSL, with its proven track record of having exported more than 40 vessels for the oil and gas offshore market, has bagged a prestigious contract to manufacture and export 2 commissioning and service operating vessels, CSOVs, for a European client, Messrs. Pelagic Wind Services Limited, Cyprus. These vessels are workhorses to support the commissioning, service, maintenance and operational needs of the offshore wind industry. They are equipped with green technologies such as methanol-fueled engines built in India by MAN Diesel and also fitted with large battery banks, thus showcasing India's capability in onboarding and integrating futuristic technologies relevant to global decarbonization objectives. This project is again a true example of Make in India, Make for the World, and shall put our country on the international shipbuilding map as a preferred destination for such high-value, new-generation vessel manufacture. Total project cost for 2 vessels is about Rs 1,000 crores. Technical details. Commissioning Service Operation Vessels (CSOVs) are designed and built for the commissioning, service, maintenance and operational needs of the offshore wind industry. CSOVs are equipped with 3D motion compensated gangway system, walk to work and 3D crane which form the mission equipment and also a heli deck. These CSOVs are also equipped with a methanol-ready system. This system reflects the vessel's commitment to utilizing alternative fuels and reducing environmental impact. The main particulars of the CSOVs include a length overall LOA of 92.10 meters, a length between perpendiculars LBP of 83.10 meters, a beam of 19.6 meters, a draft design of 5.5 meters and a dead weight of 2,000 tons. The vessels will have a service speed of 13 knots and accommodate up to 120 persons. The vessel will be classified by DNV as DNV plus 1A, Offshore Service Vessel Wind Farm Maintenance, EO, BIS, Strengthened, DK, COMF, V2, C2, NAUT, OSV, Clean, Design, Tier 3, Recyclable, DynPOS, AUTR, BWMT, Crane, Walk to Work, Battery, Power, LCS, ER, SCR, Tier 3, Cyber Secure, HELDK, SH, Fuel Ready. The propulsion system will consist of 2,000 kilowatt main propulsion motors and azimuth thrusters, along with 1,600 kilowatt thrusters and 1,500 kilowatt thrusters. Cochin Shipyard towards a sustainable future.
We shall now proceed to the seal cutting ceremony. May I request Honorable Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Tourism, Sri Sripat Naik, to do the honor of steel cutting of vessels BY 151 and 152. Coconut breaking is being done by the
Namaskar.
priest on behalf
Yeah.
of Honorable Minister Sri Sripat Naik.
I declare the steel cutting starts from now. Thank you very much. Yeah.
We shall now proceed to the seal cutting of 2 vessels, BY 151 and 152. It's a culture and tradition in India that we begin all auspicious events by lighting the lamp, which symbolizes removal of darkness, welcoming all prosperity and brightness into the project. We shall now proceed to the coconut breaking ceremony. Coconut breaking is also a part of the program, which symbolizes the offering to Lord Vignesh for removing all obstacles and hurdles in the project and to seek blessings for all goodness and prosperity to ensure successful completion of the project. Steel cutting of first vessel BY151 is over. Now let's proceed to the vessel BY152.
बंद एसी बंद कर फॅन लावूया थंड फॅन लाव असंच असंच माहिती आहे लावू शकतो
Coconut breaking for BY152 is over. Now let's proceed to the plate cutting ceremony. Steel cutting of both 152 and 151 is over. Now, may I invite Honorable Minister of State for Port Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sripat Nayak, to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Mr. Andre Goenveld, Chief Officer, Germany. Mrs. Anja Goenveld, Mr. Pavel Wasniewski, Chief Operations Officer, Poland. Sri Pradeep Rajanji, Chief Technical Officer, Cyprus. Mr. Roman Leonhardt, Chief New Build Officer, Netherlands. Mr. Bob Sikko, Haveling, Netherlands. Mr. John S. Lerchi, Managing Partner, Arctic Offshore, Norway. Thomas Jan Strande from Norway. Sri Madhu S. Nayarji, CMD Kochi Shipyard Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to be a part of steel cutting ceremony of two commissioning service operational vessels. As aware, India comprises a significant size maritime sector with 12 major and 200 plus non-major ports situated along its 7,500 kilometer long coastline and a vast network of navigable waterways. The country's maritime sector plays a crucial role in its overall trade and growth, with 95% of the country's trade volume and 65% of the trade value being undertaken through maritime transport. As per Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Maritime India Vision 2030, special attention is made for channelizing the domestic demand for Indian shipbuilding, leveraging Atmanirbhar Bharat, PPP provision, and minimizing the shipbuilding cost by focusing on labor productivity, materials, and financing cost. Further up, shipbuilding is expected to be driven by green technology, autonomous vessel, and cost-efficient technologies. Maritime India Vision 2030 envisages India shipbuilding industry to rebuild the threshold scale by 2025 and initiate a virtuous cycle to enable Make in India, Make for World. CSL Cochin Shipyard Limited has emerged as a forerunner in the Indian shipbuilding and ship repair industry in the last 5 decades. The feather in the cap is the commissioning of India's first indigenous aircraft carriers INS Vikrant, which was dedicated to the nation by the Honorable Prime Minister of India on September 2, 2022. Also, Cochin Shipyard Limited has built fully electrical autonomous vessel for Mrs. Asko, Norway, and 100 PAX hybrid electric catamaran ferry for Kochi Water Metro, making a significant footprint in the green shipping initiative. Renewable power generation is essential for the country to reach the declared United Nations COP targets. The great stride made by the India in solar and wind energy renewable power generation in commendable. The world is now tapping the offshore wind energy by developing large wind farm in the coastal and deep ocean water with an estimate target of about 10% of the total energy mix to be achieved from offshore wind farm by the year 2050. With the wind power generation from the land now getting saturated, India is also actively pursuing the offshore wind farm development. To support such offshore wind farm installation, various types of vessels are required. Cochin Shipyard Limited, with its proven track record of having exported more than 40 vessels for the oil and gas offshore market, has bagged the prestigious contract to manufacture and export two commissioning of service operation vessels for Messrs. Pelagic Wind Service Limited. These vessels are work horses to support the commissioning, the service, maintenance, and operational needs of the offshore wind industry. I understand the vessels are equipped with the green technologies such as menthol fuel engines built in India by Man Diesel and also fitted with the large battery banks, thus showcasing the India's capability in onboarding and integrating the futuristic technologies relevant to the global decarbonization objectives. Steel plates are completely procured from the India Steel. This project is again a true example of the Make in India, Make for the World initiative of Government of India and shall put our country on the international shipbuilding map as a preferred destination for such high valuable new generation vessel manufacture. On this occasion of myself, on behalf on Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways, congratulate Cochin Shipyard Limited on the fabrication start of two vessels and wish all luck to them, the entire team. I also extend my sincere thanks for Mrs. Pelagic Wind Service Limited for showing their faith in ordering this highly complicated and technology-driven ship in Cochin Shipyard Limited. I'm sure that Cochin Shipyard Limited will deliver the ship on time. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. May I invite Mr. Andre Groenwell, CEO Pelagic Wind Services Limited, to speak a few words.
Hello. Dear Honorable Minister, dear Chairman Madhu, dear Director Bijou, dear Director Srijit, dear Director Jose, dear Shiram, dear Thomas, dear Sanup, ladies and gentlemen. I'm both honored and proud to stand in front of you today as we, in this really super nice occasion, and I'm very thankful what you have prepared today for this ceremony, which is namely the steel cutting of Pelagic Vahu and Pelagic Valu. The journey that has brought us here was actually marked by a vision, collaborations, and dedication. In fact, it actually began with the idea which Pavel and I had some couple of months or years ago. It was a simple idea, and it took the unwavering commitment of Pavel, myself, and the whole team in Pelagic, and the outstanding minds of Arctic as well as Kongsberg, to define a design that actually represents our aspirations for a better, greener, and sustainable future for the world. Our quest for financial backing, which is usually the case when you are having ideas, you need the finance, led us to the supportive arms of Pelagic Partners, which namely is Dr. Niels Hartmann and Atif Abu Mary. And I express their sincere apologies that they couldn't make it, but I can express and say to you that they would have loved every second of it today. Nevertheless, after an exhaustive tender process, which we did together with Arctic, we entrusted our project to the we gave our vision to the capable hands of Cochin Shipyards, which we believe in their expertise and their excellence in delivering. Ahead of us will lie challenges, some foreseen and some for sure unforeseen. But with the unity and the teamwork of all involved, I hold a firm belief that these vessels will emerge as beyond state-of-the-art maritime engineering, and they will be penetrating the market like no other asset out there. Together, and only together, we will navigate through every challenge, with each hurdle only reinforcing our collective strengths. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who has been instrumental in this journey so far, from the earliest design conversations to the financial arrangements, and I want to underline that to everybody at Cochin Shipyards. Your dedication, your hard work have been the foundation of this project. As we look to the future, I'm filled with optimism. India has showcased its prowess with an exceptional feat in space exploration, the moon, with a successful moon mission. Congratulations to that. It stands as a testament to the incredible capacity and potential of this great nation. My wish and my hope is that our new build program resonates with similar success, riding on the vast capabilities that India has shown to the world. Last but not least, I thank you, everyone, for being part of this journey. Until we meet again, I wish you farewell, and let's together build a legacy that stands to test the time. And one last word to say, I'm very proud in that saying that made in India, made for the world, made for us. Thank you very much.
May I invite Sri Harikrishnan S, CGM Shipbuilding, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all. I feel privileged to get the opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this remarkable occasion of the plate cutting of the commissioning service operation vessels being built for the pelagic services. 1st September 23 has now become a memorable day for Cochin Shipyard Limited. On behalf of the entire CSL family, I convey my hearty thanks to the Honorable Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Tourism, Sri Sripat Naik ji, for doing the honors. Sir, your gracious presence and words is a source of great encouragement for the entire CSL. Sir, we assure you we will meet the deadlines of construction and will deliver quality ships. We are extremely grateful to Mr. Andre, CEO of Pelagic Wind Services, and Mrs. Andre for being with us in this occasion. I also wish to express my sincere thanks to representative and the team from Mrs. Kongsberg Maritime Norway, team from Pelagic Services and Arctic Offshore, representatives from DNV class, union leaders, media personnel for their participation in this event. Before concluding, let me acknowledge my gratitude to Sri Mathu S. Nair, CMD CSL, for the guidance, and Sri Bijoy Bhaskar, Director Technical, Sri Srijit K. and Director Operation for their support guidance. I also thank Chief Vigilance Officer Srimati Uma Venkatesh for her presence. Finally, I thank the officers and the entire CSL employees for their cooperation for making this program a grand success. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We now conclude the steel cutting of BY 151 and 152. Once again, I would like to thank all you have gathered here for the seal cutting ceremony. Kindly pay attention for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Now let's conclude the steel cutting ceremony of two CSOVs, BY 151 and 152. To honor today's celebration, may I request the dignitaries and senior officials of CSL to gather near the screen for a commemorative photograph.